Okay, this is a review of the Blackberry 8830 on the Verizon Wireless network. I just purchased this yesterday. It's a pretty nifty phone. Has a, as you can see, has a silver coating on it, so to distinguish it from the other 8830 being sold by Sprint. So they're two very similar phones comparing to the 8830 from Sprint, but Verizon has a few slightly different capability in there. I'll talk to you about it a little bit later. As you can see, it has a nice display right here, 320 by 240 pixels, 65,000 colors. You have your standard QWERTY keyboard. What you notice here is Blackberry has changed the way they've done the track wheel. It used to be on the top right here. If you're a Blackberry fan, they moved that into the center here, and now it's illuminated also. It takes a while to get used to, and the sensitivity is kind of tricky, but you can always adjust it in the options. But once you get a hang of it, it's actually better than the track wheel on the top, because before it was a three-way. You could scroll up and down, and you could push in to highlight what you want. But now everything's in front, so it's much more ambidextrous, and also it has two axes of movement, left, right, and up, down. As you can see, once I bring up the menu here, I can move up, down, left, right, and it's pretty nifty. It is CDMA and also GSM capable. It will work in Asia and also in Europe. However, it will not work in the United States through the GSM network because it doesn't have the radio frequencies for it. The frequencies are not included. And I'm going to remove the battery backing. So here you can show you the inside of it. This is the cavity for the battery. Over here where my finger is, I'm not sure you can see it. This is a slot for the GSM or the SIM card. And now you can see that I removed the micro SD card. Right now I have a Kingston 1GB micro SD. It is not included with the Blackberry when you purchase from Verizon. The onboard memory is about 64 megabytes, which is pretty standard nowadays for a Blackberry. I prefer the onboard memory to be a little bit bigger because after installing a couple of applications, I find myself very low, like under 10 megabytes. So, and you cannot install applications on the micro SD card. So I'm gonna put this back in. But one good thing about a micro SD now is you can use this as a media player. It plays MP3s, it plays videos, and also you can store a lot of pictures on it, and you can store ringtones on it. Now, I do notice that the icons sometimes hang a bit. I think it's just a lot of stuff to process. Although the CPU is supposed to be a over 300 MHz processor, which should be sufficient for almost anything you throw at it. Some of the better features are the Google Maps, which is free. Let me pull that up. Not sure you can see it right now. In terms of how it feels in my hand, it's pretty good. This is actually roughly the same size as the iPhone, and since I mentioned the iPhone, let's do a little comparison. The iPhone obviously has a bigger touchscreen. This one does not, but it has a quicker way of typing in the letters. The iPhone does not have built-in push email capability, although you can get push email through Yahoo, which from my experience with this Blackberry, I do have it subscribed through push email through Yahoo. Sometimes the delay can be very long, from 15 minutes also up to like 1 or 2 hours. So it's not as good as being on the Blackberry Enterprise server, which is almost instant. But you know, what do you expect for free? This phone, the 8830, does have a built-in GPS receiver. It's a proprietary receiver that Blackberry put in there. One caveat of this Blackberry is that it is disabled straight from the box. So Google Maps or any third-party software will not work with the GPS built in. Now online, as of today is July and July 18th, and there are rumors that they will put out a patch or like a new OS, handheld OS, that will enable the GPS, but I'm not holding my breath. If you must have that feature and you really love the 8830, I suggest you get the Sprint version of it. Overall, the usage is very good. I like this very much. The applications are very fast, and internet seems to be very quick on the Verizon network. It is EVDO capable, and on Verizon you can actually dongle it, and if you dongle it to your laptop, you will get in essence like an external modem for your laptop. It is an extra charge though for Verizon, about $15 a month. Since the big thing about this phone is the media features, let me just show you some of the stuff that I have installed already. The 1GB memory card can actually hold a lot of video. This Blackberry can play many formats such as 3GP or MP4 formats. They have been formatted specially for this phone though. It has to run about 320 by 240 or less in resolution and run about 15 frames per second in mono. So let me pull up one of these videos here, and here's one where we decide to blend the iPhone. So it loads very quickly. I'm pretty sure many of you have seen this video before. It's very funny where they blend the iPhone. So all in all, this is a very good Blackberry. It's probably the best one that I've used and also own myself. I've used probably 5 different Blackberries before, and this one is probably the cream of the crop. It does everything you need it. It opens up attachments such as Word, Excel. It has an internet browser. It makes calls from your address book, and if you have an enterprise network, it will synchronize this with Exchange. One exceptional feature I found in this phone that I have not seen is this button here. This button is actually configurable. By default, it does a voice calling command. Let me demonstrate it to you. So I press it.
Play a command.
And I need to make a call. So call Alex Lee.
Play a command.
Try again. Call Alex Lee.
Did you say call Alex Lee?
So the calling is very good. You don't have to program the phone with your voice in order to make calls using voice dialing. It has a built-in algorithm to understand your speech. So overall, this is a very nice phone. Very good job, Blackberry. It is bigger than the Blackberry Curve. It's about ½ an inch taller. Its overall dimensions right now is 4.4 inches high, around 2.6 inches wide, and ½ an inch thick. It weighs about 4.7 ounces with the battery. Overall, I recommend this to anybody who's a diehard Blackberry fan. It's Bluetooth headset capable. It has GPS. Hopefully Verizon will unlock it in the future. It's well capable whether it's CDMA in Asia or GSM all over the world. Very handsomely made, and it's also not very expensive at $199 after $100 rebate with Verizon. The cons, I guess, for this phone is that it is through the Verizon network. Some people may not like them because they can be pretty much strict on a lot of stuff. The forest plans and with the data plan is a little bit more expensive than compared to AT&T or Sprint. But if you're a big die-hard Blackberry fan, be sure to check out this phone.